Good evening. My name is Maureen Power, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. My main objective is to help you to develop your creativity through stamping and hopefully to get you away from your everyday stresses while you are stamping. Every Wednesday evening I try to go live and I demonstrate a card. Now tonight I posted a sketch. I'm going to bring in some sketches to my Facebook Lives and just show you how you can use a sketch for inspiration. This sketch that I'm using tonight was one that Donna Gray used recently and I really liked it. I designed a card to go with it. And so I'm going to show you that this evening. My printer is not working. I'm not an artist. So I tried to draw the sketch and I just got home about a half hour ago. I gobbled down supper. I came down here and I did the sketch. So it's not a pretty sketch, but I think you'll get the idea of the sketch. And you can always look at the introduction to the live for this evening. Few reminders. You only have a couple of more days to be able to get the Stampin' Positional Tool free by joining my team. I'd love to have you on my team. We do a mystery stamping every month, and we get together. Some of us get together outside of my Stampin' Up! Business. We get together on different retreats. We're really lucky here. There's a bunch of us. There's 3 ladies, including myself, it's 3. And we put off a couple of retreats, each one of us, throughout the year. So we tend to be going on retreats quite often. If I'm not going to theirs, they're going to mine. And they're not all demonstrators with Stampin' Up! Either. One is with Creative Memories. The other one... I think they do a lot of scrapbooking, but I usually go anyway and do my cards and my prepping for my classes. I don't know what my point was supposed to be there, but anyway, so you have until March the 2nd to sign up as a demonstrator and get that Stampin' Positional Tool free. It's a $67 value. With shipping and taxes on top of that. And you get at this point, you get $165 worth of product for $135, no shipping and no taxes. So you're saving yourself $40–50 even there. They used to put in a paper pumpkin. I want to make sure that everybody knows that they don't do that anymore, okay? The other thing is your bonus days coupons. You only have until February 28th to use those. Don't let them go astray. That's free product for you. And we know we've been given information to indicate that the cost of some products is going up with the new catalog in May. So it's a good time for you for your basics, like your seal, your cardstock, your dimensionals, all the essential supplies. It's a good time to use your bonus coupons and get those before they go up in price in May. The other thing, I don't know if there's anything else actually. If there is, I'll tell you during the video. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you the sketch that I'm using to go by. So give me a second now. And I have to adjust my camera. I have to stand up for that. There it is. I see there are a few people on. Maureen and Mary, hello, how are you guys this evening? I'm not seeing comments, but I'm seeing that 6 people are on actually, but I'm only seeing 2 on the screen. So, okay, so this was the sketch, and this is a double So in other words, you have your card base. I'll hold that up. You have your card base, and then you have a layer. And then you have another 2 layers and 2 layers. And it doesn't tell you. This is entirely up to you. Do you want to use DSP? Do you want to use cardstock? Do you want to use specialty paper? So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to show you what I had done. So my card base is actually your standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 card base. Oops. Maybe I'll put that over here. Okay. Then, because of the DSP that I'm using, which is Nature Walk, I love, love, love that DSP. I am using Basic Beige, and both of these are 5 1/4 by 4, or 5 1/4 by 4. One is going here, and one is going there. So you see, that in itself is my 2 layers here. Now, I have another piece that's cut at 5 by 2.5, and 4 7/8 by 2 3/8. So that's going to go on top of that, and then that is going to go here. So that's this long piece. Then I cut another black piece at 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and my DSP is cut at 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. So then that is going here, and I'm going to have the lighter part up top, and then that is going to go right here. So that's this part right here. Now, I used black DSP. I used this border punch. I put it through, strip through here, and I cut out this one here. So what I'm going to do with that is just lay it across so that I can see the tip right here. Okay. Then for my second layer, I am using, what did I do? Oh, here it is. I am using cloud cover ribbon. So I don't need a lot. So I'm just going to take my ribbon scissors, and I'm just going to cut that piece off. All right. Because that is going to go there, but I'm going to put a little something on it. It is too long. I will adjust that. Then for my circles, I didn't use a scallop. I just used 2 circles. And this one is the black. That is cut at 2 1/4, so that's going to go there. And this one is 1 7/8, which is going to go right here. And they had flowers. What I did, I cut this piece using this die from this Nature's Symphony. Okay. I'm also going to use this stamp, and I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing with that. So what I'm going to do, take my cutting scissors, and I'm just going to cut this twig off, because what I'm going to do, this is going to go here, and this is going to go in behind there. So you don't have to do it exactly like this. It's just for inspiration. So I'm putting one underneath and one up along the side. Then I have a piece of Basic Beige, which I'm going to put a sentiment on. And then that is going to go here. So the first thing I want to do is to move all of this out of the way for a second. I showed you how the inspiration has worked. We'll put the card together in a minute. But the first thing I want to do is bring in a piece of scrap, because what I want to do is to take this piece here, or this stamp, and I'm using Secret Sea. I'm going to stamp off. Maybe I should go this way so that you can see it better. I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to put just a small, oh, that one didn't quite work, okay. Then I'm going to put one close to the center, and then two more. You could move your stamp around if you wanted to. I'm not. So again, one on either end. And this is just to give it, take the bland look off of it. Okay, so I'll clean that in a moment. Then I'm going to bring this one in. And, whoops. Again, I want to stamp off. And this one I'm going to turn it because I want more of that to be covered. So you see, I have two pieces like this and one like that. So that's just to give it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to get rid of this now because there's a lot of ink on this piece. My sentiment that I'm using is from Friendly Foliage, and I'm using Thinking of You. So let's take this beige piece right here. And when you're doing any stamping, just feel your paper. When you cut it with the trimmer, there's always a rough edge. So turn it over and stamp on the smoother edge. So Thinking of You, I'm just going to put that there. And that's all my stamping, because as you know, I don't stamp the inside until I'm using it. Okay, so let's get our card base again. And I'm going to put this one on the inside. Both of them are the same. So I'm going to put this on the inside. And then I'm going to put this on the outside. And I find if you hold two corners, you get a lot of wiggle room to make sure you got it lined up. So there you go. Then this one, the next thing I'm going to do is put my DSP on my two black pieces. So there's that one. I'm going to try to do a sketch a month, just to, there you go. This one is going to go down just with the seal. And I'd like to have the line right here. You see how that took that bland look off of that by having that there? Now this one, because this is raised a bit, I'm going to put my seal here and dimensionals right here. So let me get my dimensionals. And I'm keeping my finger there because I want to remember where I got to put the dimensionals. I don't want to put them on the wrong side. Now, another thing you can do, you can use a strip like this. And put your seal. Okay, so that's going to go, if you look at, I moved the sketch, I'm sorry. If you look at the sketch, that's going to go part way here. I think that could have been a little narrower, but it doesn't matter. Again, this is just a sketch. And I want to have a bit of that shown. So that's that. Now I'm going to put seal here and a dimensional right here. Now I could use the black dimensionals too, but they're over there on the other side. Then I want this here, and I want it to overlap the black a little. So I am going to actually cut that on an angle. I think I want to cut this way. Like they have there. And I want it to kind of come down. Now I need to cut some off there because that's going to go underneath my circle. So I'm going to put seal on that. And just lay that down. Okay. Oops. I'm not going to haul that back up again now. What I'm going to do is just cut in a little bit. Okay. All right. Then this is just going to get put down on this circle. And that's going to get raised right here. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. I think I'll leave that. Okay, I'm going to put dimensionals on this piece here. And I want it to run parallel with this here. And I want it to move in a little bit so that it's not right on the edge. So that's going to go there. And it's almost kind of in the middle. Not this way, but this way. Then I think I'm going to put my flowers down. Now, I like, with the flowers, for the most part, I like using mini glue dots, okay? But on this one and this one, I'm going to have to put a dimensional. And you'll see why in a second. So I'm going to put a dimensional there. And a dimensional right here. And then these two, I'm going to put glue dots. And I don't like to have all of my leaves sticking down. I like to have some free. Oops, come on, get off. Okay, so let's peel this one and this one. So this and this has the dimensionals, and you see why. Because it's, oops, it's going over. Okay, and these two here have the mini glue dots. Now, this one, I'm going to have just mini glue dots. I'm going to cut this little strip off because I don't really need that. And I'm going to put mini glue dots here and here. Right here and here. And that is just going to go underneath. And then these are kind of flipping. See that? Now for the sentiment, I want that to go over it, but I want it to be the same angle as this. Now, what you can do, just let me, I think I threw it in the garbage. I did. I can't see it right there, and I'm not going digging for it. I like to put the ribbon alongside it and then make sure it's got the same angle. But, and that's not, it's got to be a little longer like this. That's better. So now I am going to cut that off. I want this to just go there like that. So I'm going to put seal right here and a dimensional right here. Okay. Then I have the Pentagon. Oh, I covered that up again, didn't I? And see how they had the sentiment in the circle? I put another banner and put the sentiment there. So that, again, it's whatever you want to do with yours. So now I am going to, I think I'm going to put one right here. One up here. And again, these you can put wherever you want as well. And probably one right here. So this is the sketch, and this is the card that I've done. Okay? So I hope, ignore that, but I hope that helps a bit. I'm going to turn the camera around. So I'm hoping that maybe once a month I'll try to do a sketch, or once every 2 or 3 months I'll do a sketch and just help you to, you can go into Pinterest at any time and ask for a sketch and then just do it whatever way suits you. So I will post this on my Facebook page later, and I will also put the link to where this video is on YouTube. So again, don't forget your bonus points, and don't forget, if you want that Stampin' Positional tool free, you have until February 28th, March the 2nd to sign up as a demonstrator. Take care, everyone, and thank you for watching.